stare at Sam's face on the comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your bag that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name's at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. Got 100,000 new yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me. Alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain, when the job is done. They'll know what to do. Chat? Oh, hello, lawyer. Camera swiveled to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain have installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or the devices. Camera goes back to Sam. Sam talks seriously for the first time. Look, Mulch, I've led a direct life. I probably left to direct corpses. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'd say I've traded drinking buddy for a paycheck. Yeah, well, talking to no one, eh? I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. If when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on the slab. And I guess he's in Seattle. Well, Seattle can't be any worse than this. You'd be surprised. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm seeing Seattle. Yeah. There you go. Gonna try to be a bit more polite. Alright. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in a cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, fuck me, that's a rough name. That's not a name I want to see. Illegal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for no yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing in the Barrens as to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. Great combination. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of industrial grade antiseptic. Well, that's nice. At least it's scented. Dresden? Really? Woof. That's not the face of a guy I want to wake up to after surgery. That's a disquieting look a little bit. And hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf, whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in these eyes, though it must just be the stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner too. And you are? Um... Mulch Diggums. I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. He frowns. Interesting. A dead man makes for a strange client. But what makes you think he's here? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet. What with it being all the way out here in the Barrens? Who told you he was dead? How about you don't tell the weird, creepy stranger about the super big payday you're gonna get? Sam Digital Ghost. Digital Ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. Dwarf raises an eyebrow, a smile wiping the suspicion from his face. A dead man switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper? With Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. Didn't Jack the Ripper also do that? My memory's a bit fuzzy on the 200-year-old serial killer. What prize did Ripper take from Sam? What sliver was cleanly cut out? How about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing, and a third had the spleen removed. Is he looking for organs specifically? Like selling them? Although he would know. Woof. Man, trolls are cool in this universe. Dresden, get out here! Oh, is he a cop? No, don't get out yet. How about you? Ooh, medkit, nice. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there's a small, pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Well, no struggle, eh? Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Alright, let's look at that. Let's start with a business card. Classic. Move things around, you can make out it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Alright. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard cheap unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Alright. I assume it's like a weird credit card. Oh yeah, take the cred stick. Cool, thanks. Purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing. And blood authorities soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. That's nice. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see parts of the note, given the torn off bits and stains. Sam, I feel terrible that we argued. We have been so long to say I'm sorry. See you there. Love, Jessica. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go talk to these guys. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting. If you ignore the tusked, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell this cheap aftershave from a mile away. Well, yeah, I think he looks nice.
So, this is a new Ripper Vic. Watts. Name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back?
Coroner frowns. So he insisted at the time. He chortles.
Come on, she offered herself. I had it on very good authority.
Oh, she offed herself. Whoop. Alright. Yeah, that sounded creepier in my head.
Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge.
Oh shit, he's one of those. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and meta-human anatomy too.
So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon?
Well, not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado.
You're no damn help, dwarf.
The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You notice superhuman powers of observation. To be fair, I'm small.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, he's not gonna like that, so I'm not gonna do that.
I'm new in town. You the welcoming committee? If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on the slab. Dresden, get me more. I'm putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion.
And then he runs off. How dramatic. You always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties too. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Well, a job's a job, and this one pays better than most. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. You have honor, in a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. And we're also dwarves. That's also another thing we have in common. What can I do to help you? On the take.
Who's paying to hold his leash?
I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What's that the McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report. Wow, I'm gonna mix up voices all over the place. The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of million, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days? Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care where the bodies come from either. Still uses scalpels. Doctors still learn how to use them in the first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither profession use them much more anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attract lowlives. You probably like it here. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Oh, you don't say. Always too much to be done around here, plus the dead are just easier to get along with. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looked at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in back and see if you find anything, useful? Okay then, I'll go do just that. Which one you mean? This one? No? This one? No? Oh, trauma kit. That's nice. Just like high school. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but internal thermostat is set 21 degrees Celsius. That's too high, right? Open drawer? The cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man. Arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in a very good condition. Whoa. Easy there. Hey, look, a vampire. In one quick move, he jumps from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. He's got a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. Interesting combination. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? Doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks it's pretty funny. You're not the first person who's pulled this one on. So who are you, man? Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? Latest Ripper victim. Did you know him? Sam, eh? Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then, over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble or something or other, though. Hey, John! John, is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, I believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around this shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. Alright then, the name's Jake, and you are? Call me Mulch Diggins. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night of the murder. Poor guy. Was hanging at his seamstresses union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. I've been laying it low there for a few days after a bad run. Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got jump on me. Ugh. Damn. Maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, could you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now, what's wrong with this intestine? You hear loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got to jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbled off during the... Oh, well, sorry. Sam stumbled off during the night, though, and that's the last I saw of him, until he turned up here, dead on the arrival. Reminds me of the last train in this place. Done this before? It's a long story. End up in a morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake's here a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. I like this guy. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing a liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit the streets alone at night, trust me. Maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? I don't work for free. I fight, I get paid. In Nuyen, not tours. Guess I'd say the same. In your shoes? Fine. There's a cred stick with 1,000 Nuyen with your name on it. Help me dust those gangers, and it's yours. Make it 1,500. Hard bargainer. Alright. 1,500 it is, but you better be worth it. I'm good for the fight if you're good for the money. Great. Been hiding here ever since that run-in with those Halloweeners. Yo, you're never gonna explain what Halloweeners are, eh? Just like people in Halloween masks? Like slutty pumpkins and nurses running around? Whiny bunch of gangers, but the stretch of the barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. I am packing some heat. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon? Yeah, give me a pistol. My weapon of choice as well. Here, take this one. So we're ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me some of the gangs. Yeah, how about you tell me a little bit about these guys? Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I guess that explains it. But you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. What a normal name for a troll. He's got all the Halloweeners in the barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. If you're buying. Hey, I've already provided party favors. Okay. Head out into the barrens. Let's do this.